Hey there, and welcome to the Do Life Big podcast. This podcast is going to be your jam if you want to live to your full potential and don't believe in half-assing anything in your life. If we want to do life big, that means we've got to get out of our own way because we only have this one shot to make it awesome. I'm your host, Kathy, and I'm a mom of three whose BFF is cold brew, a retired school teacher turned online entrepreneur, and an author. I'm loud, bold, and will always keep it real. I'm determined to live my best freaking life possible, and I'm here to help you do the same. I'll be packing this podcast with tips, motivation, inspiration, and strategies to finally get you where you want to go. And we will have a ton of laughter along the way because, let's be honest, we can't ever take ourselves too seriously, right? I'm so excited you are here with me today. Now let's get this party started. Hey, my friend, what is up? And welcome back to another episode of Do Life Big. I am pumped to have you here once again. In case you missed it, I just wanted to let you know to mark your calendars because on May 16th, I am running Unleash Your Business Potential. This is a completely free workshop which is designed to reveal the most critical hidden mindset that sabotages our success that we don't even know is there. It can be a really sneaky one, but I'm going to get you from going from the discouraged entrepreneur with big dreams to the limitless CEO. So you can go right to kathyreutertraining.com/unleash. I will put this in the show notes so you can click it down there and just register for my free 1-hour workshop where you will literally leave with actionable steps to get you completely fired up and get you ready to finally build that six-figure business that you have been dreaming about. Now, I only run this workshop a couple of times a year, so even if you've joined in the past, I've got all new content and it's going to literally blow your mind. So don't miss out. Get on in there and I will see you on May 16th. All right, so we're going to dive into today's episode. Today's episode is all about why personal development isn't enough and how just living your life can truly unlock your true potential. I'm so big on this. I'm so big on personal development. And I've been a part of the personal development industry now, in it and a part of it for over 10 years now. And this is kind of the way that I look at it, is that life is really our biggest teacher. Really is. Like going through life, the ups, the downs, all the ebbs and flows, it's all there to teach you lessons and to help you grow as a person. The problem is that a lot of people don't really see it or look at it this way. But all the good, all the bad, even all the neutral things that are happening to you are all there as opportunities to help grow you. There's literally lessons at every corner of your life if you can choose to look at it this way. And one of the biggest misconceptions is that people think that, hey, if I just listen to a podcast, or hey, if I just read this book for 10 minutes a day, or meditate in the morning, or journal, or go to that live event, or whatever it is, that their personal development is done. Like it's like, check, done. I can move on. I can say I did it and carry on with our day. But all of these are great ways to get personal development into your life. Definitely, hands down, no doubt. I do them too. But they're just one aspect of it. It's not the only thing to improve yourself, just actually going through and reading the book for 10 minutes or listening to the podcast. Life is your opportunity for personal development. Every day, the day-to-day, the whole, however many hours you're awake, which I feel like I'm awake constantly, for God's sakes, considering I get no sleep at night. Thank you, Keegan. But every day, all day, all the hours that you are awake, that is your personal development. Personal development is you personally developing and growing. It's you saying, hey, how can I look at everything as a gift that has been given to me as an opportunity to learn and grow? Hey, some people, they'll read the book and then they'll think it's great and they'll think it's awesome. And they think, hey, I'm doing something good for myself. I'm growing as a person. And then they are. But then personal development's over and they go out into the kitchen and they get into an argument with their spouse. Totally normal, right? Not realizing that argument was the biggest and most important piece of personal development for them that day. So just think about it. How often has the universe gifted you with opportunities to learn about others and yourself or the world around you, but you completely missed it? right? You're in that argument for a reason. You're in that disagreement with your spouse for a reason. Maybe it was something that your significant other had been doing over and over and over again, and you never spoke up or never said anything about it. You never really told them how you felt about it. You just kept shoving it under the rug until one day you finally tripped over the bump in the rug and then you exploded about it and you just said something to them. Like you totally blew up and overreacted. What were you supposed to learn from that? Maybe the universe was trying to show you, hey, you got to speak your truth more. You've got to speak up more often. Maybe you should have better communication with your spouse. Were you triggered in some sort of way? What was it that triggered you and why? The universe is literally giving you a gift. And every time that you get triggered, that's the universe or God, whatever you want to call it, saying, hey, hello, this is the area that you are not fully free in yet. We need to work on this. So triggering is a massive opportunity to learn. Seeing your life as a classroom is the biggest opportunity for you to grow. Books, podcasts, live events, journaling, whatever it is, yes, they are all great aspects of personal development. But the most important one is your life so that you can learn and grow and become the best person you are meant to be. So your life is a classroom and you're in class all day long, right? All day long. But are you seeing it that way? We need to start to see it this way. So think about it and think about how you can relate this to your life. Where is this triggering coming from? You can have one person get completely triggered by something that happened with their spouse, but then have another person go through the exact same thing with their spouse and not get triggered from it. Why is that? It's not the trigger. It's not the trigger. It's you. And we need to figure out where that's coming from. We need to figure out why is that triggering you? Why are we 40 years old and still triggered by something, for example, that happened a long, long time ago, back when you were a child, possibly? But this is happening because it's here to show you that you still aren't free from this yet. So reading the book is important. For sure, keep reading the books. But what's even more important is mastering this game of life. So, for example, you might be listening to this podcast right now. You're in the car, your kids are with you, you're on the way to Target, and you've decided to pop on this podcast and you're feeling really good. You pull into Target, feeling great because, you've done some personal development now. You're working on improving yourself as a person. You feel even better because, hey, this is great. Instead of putting on my rap music or my hip hop jams, I have on this Do Life Big podcast in the background and my kids are hearing it as well. So they're becoming better too without even really realizing it. And then you get into Target and your kids have a total meltdown, complete meltdown. Now we can all relate to this. Trust me, I know what it's like to have a 3-year-old have a total meltdown in the store. This is why I try to avoid the stores with him right now. But your kids have a total meltdown. That right there is your biggest opportunity for personal development. This is the biggest chance right here, right now for you to learn and grow. Can you learn how to keep calm in the middle of that storm? I know it's not easy, but can you learn how to keep calm in the middle of that storm that you're going through as your child is having a temper tantrum in the middle of Target and everyone is staring at you? Can you use this as an opportunity to show them that it's a safe place for them to express their emotions when they're losing their shit? Can you use this chance of staying calm during this one particular storm and get calm during that storm so that you can then be calm in other storms that are thrown at you in life? So that temper tantrum is there as an opportunity for you to learn and grow. Clearly, I still need to work on this when it comes to my 3-year-old Keegan, who is in the phase of throwing and hitting. This is a phase that we are still working on. And it's okay. We all have these areas that we're trying to work on. But clearly, I haven't mastered it yet because he keeps throwing, he keeps hitting, and I keep reacting the same exact way. And every time he does it, I feel like I'm about to lose my shit. I have to just force myself to just kind of walk away, breathe through it, stay calm. It's going to be okay. This phase of life is going to pass. What's going on here? How can you try to make it better? Yeah, maybe he needs less tablet time, maybe a little bit less sugar. Who knows? But we're going to work through it. We're going to figure it out and we're going to learn and we're going to all grow from this, right? So you're working on your mental muscles at the mental muscle gym every single day. And the way that I approach it when the shit hits the fan in my life now, after all these years of being in the personal development industry, is I literally always say, thank you, universe, or thank you, God, for coming through this way so that I can see that I'm still not free from this issue, so that I can learn and I can grow from this experience. It's all there for a reason. It's all there to teach you a lesson that you need to learn so you can become the best version of yourself. So when you notice that triggering, just stop for a second and think, what is it that's triggering you? It's all a gift for you. You just need to be aware of what it is for you. This is something that I work on daily. It's not easy, but I work on it daily because it's normal for us to be triggered. But what's more important is that we take some time to think and breathe through it and use it as an opportunity to grow from versus just shoving it deep down or brushing it under a rug and pretending like it doesn't exist and not acknowledging it. We're all still working on it, and that's totally okay. So every single little thing that happens to us, whether it be happiness, sadness, anger, rage, whatever, it's all there as an opportunity to help us grow. And if we miss those chances, then we aren't able to continue to grow as a person. Listen, the truth is, the highest version of yourself isn't going to be found in a book. It's found on the other side of that breakdown. So don't resist the feelings or don't shame yourself. Just breathe through it. Be aware of it and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Like, okay, well, I'm feeling a lot of stress right now. Feeling pretty anxious. I feel like I'm going to lose it. I have a lot of anxiety. Okay, well, why am I feeling this way right now? And you just work through it this way. And then what you realize is that you start to get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. And you realize that it's all a gift for you. The good, the bad, the neutral things, they're all gifts. So please don't resist them. Allow them to come through. Your resistance to these things doesn't help you, it's not going to serve you. Working through them allows you to show up as a better version of you for the people who are around you who love and care about you the most. And that is what matters. That's what's important. So remember, your life is a classroom. And are you pulling those lessons out that you need? All right. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Thanks so much for being here. I think you're awesome. I think you're amazing. You know I love you. Keep crushing it. I believe in you. And I will see you the next time. Bye. Thanks so much for listening in. I really appreciate you choosing to spend your time here with me today. You totally rock. Hey, listen, if you loved today's episode, go ahead and tag me on social and go share this with a friend right now. Like, do it immediately before the day gets ahead of you and you totally forget. Couldn't be more pumped to be on this journey with you guys. Go make today awesome, and I will see you the next time.